When I was growing up, you hardly had women lawyers generally, let alone black women lawyers. The lawyers that we knew were always male and mostly white. Indeed, when I went to university for the first time, I registered for a Bachelor of Arts degree with a view to becoming a teacher. I had an altercation with the police. They picked up some young man who was just standing at the corner of a street, and I was passing by with a friend of mine, and just instinctively, I think it came from the inner me, I objected and told them that they have no right to arrest this young man who has done absolutely nothing. Within no time, I found myself with this young man in the police van. My family got Robert Sobukwe, who was one of the two lawyers at the time in Kimberley, to represent me in that case. And then Robert Sobukwe got me off the hook. And I lamented the idea that there are not many lawyers around. I don't know where the men in this place are. And then he said, no. What do you mean, where are the men? Where are the women? Why don't you ask where are the women? Let's try with you, let's start with you. And indeed, when I went back to school, to toughened, I changed my registration and I registered for law. I've always wanted to become a lawyer with a heart. And I also thought that I will become the defense lawyer. And guess what? The first time when I walked into a court of law to serve as an officer of court, I was a public prosecutor. And at the time, we saw public prosecutors at the other end of justice because of the apartheid system. Contrary to what prosecutors were doing at the time, when an accused person came in there without legal representation, I would do what I learned at university, and that is be an officer of court and assist the court to find the truth. Instead of doing everything that I could to get a conviction, I would ensure that instead justice is done, even for the accused person. And that didn't sit quite well with the court system at the time. And I told myself, if I can't work with prosecutors who are good prosecutors, maybe I should go to the university and create good prosecutors. I became an academic and I rose in the ranks. And in 1994, I came to serve at the Constitutional Court. At the time, you can imagine, we were starting from a clean slate of human rights. And at the time, I was at the Center for Constitutional Analysis at the Human Sciences Research Council. What more could an academic ask for? It is about time that we have women on the bench. It is long overdue, because I am of the view that we need the skills, we need the aptitude, the integrity of men and women to develop a judicial jurisprudence that will enhance justice. We, the people of South Africa, recognize the injustices of the past, honor those who suffered for justice and freedom in our land, respect those who have worked to build and develop our country, and believe that South Africa belongs to all who live in it, united in our diversity. I think it is time that we go back to the Constitution and ensure that the Constitution reigns in our political spaces. But because if politics move away from the Constitution that we have created for ourselves and begin to operate in the space of self-interest, which is definitely antithetical to what this Constitution is, because this Constitution is created to serve the people. All arms of the state who have been given the responsibility to serve the people are required to serve the people in terms of this Constitution, not in terms of their own personal needs. But to go back to what my parents told me, always do the right thing. You know, just do the right thing. Wherever you find yourself, whether it's a difficult situation, whether it's an easy situation, conflict situation, be on the right side of things. Do the right thing.